Welcome to another capsule of Clutched, and today we shall clutch the Honda Accord CL7A. Do you guys like my Cyber? It's because they just launched the X-Men, so I'm going for the Wolverine. Strong resemblance between me and Hugh Jackman. No? You don't? Okay, fine. So this is the 7th generation Honda Accord. Right now, you can get the latest one, which is the 9th generation, which means the Accord is actually a very, how to put this, it's a very matured car. What we're looking at is the JDM spec, which means it's the Japanese domestic made, but of course it has been parallel imported into Singapore. I think the best word to describe this car would be solid. You probably would have heard timers and uncles use this term before. Hey, wow, this car is very solid. What exactly do they mean by a solid car? You see, I don't think there's a standard way to define. Some cars, when you look at it, it just feels too plastic. It feels like it has been rushed out of the factory, quickly, just assembled together, stick, out you go. But when you look at some cars, you can see that, it's a lot of time and effort and work, and it's been really nicely crafted out. And when you drive it, you get this very nice feeling, this secure feeling, and this solid feeling. You gotta feel it. Yeah. Actually, it's too hot. Sure. The truth is, I do like the look of this car. It has a very sleek look, and sleek looking headlights and very stylish taillights. When I see someone pulling up in this car, I think, an executive. I think a responsible family guy, like a teacher or something, minus the very legal modifications. Oh my God! Guess what I found in the boot? Remember I was telling you the driver of this car, responsible, executive, father of two. This guy is carrying a bat. Why on earth is he carrying a bat? Oh, I think I know why. It's always good to carry a bat in your car in case you need to scratch your back. You can use it to practice your strokes. Or maybe if you're not satisfied with the cameraman because he's making you burn in the sun, take the bat and just beat the shit out of him. But yeah, it's hard at work. Okay, inside the Accord, it's actually very comfortable. I really like it. It feels really nice to drive in a sense that it's very spacious. It's a bit simple, but I think it is very nicely arranged. It's got this sloping effect, which I think is quite cool. And of course, you've got controls on your steering as well. Okay, I'm pretty lost right now, so I have no clue where on earth I'm going. And it is quite responsive. I think the 2-litre iVTEC engine that this car comes with, I think it's very nice, because it's very responsive, and of course it's an automatic car, so you will get that slight delay, between when you do step the pedal and when the power does come in. But I think this one, the delay is very minimal, and it comes in pretty smooth and pretty quick and pretty impactful. So I think it's good. The pull is nice. Oops, I just burped. It's got dual climate control, which is good, because in case the missus gets heated up, you can cool her down. If you don't know what dual climate control means, basically you can actually individually adjust the aircon temperature of the driver and the passenger, so you can have two different aircon settings. Let's see if this guy has got any shades. Ah, he does. These Ray-Bans. I hope they are original. No, I'm just kidding. Almost all my shades are fake. The producers have specifically told me not to do this, but it's too hot, so I really don't care. I'm going to host with an umbrella. This 2-litre Accord with a 5-speed automatic, it pumps out a very healthy 155 brake horsepower. Things that you should take note of is the fact that the car weighs 1.4 tons. The newest one that you can find is about 6.5 years old, and it'll cost you somewhere around $50,000. So it's not exactly that affordable. On the average, we found the petrol consumption to be about 10 kilometers to the litre. Guess what else I found in the boot? Have you ever wondered if Wolverine is good in soccer? Apparently not. There are actually two main problems that I can think of. The first problem, it's a JDM spec, which means this car is meant for the Japanese domestic market. So, for example, your manual, it's in Japanese. Almost all, or maybe most JDM cars come with a max speed limit display of only 180 kilometers per hour. I really don't think that is a very inviting thing. It's like the manufacturers are trying to tell me, okay, this car can only max, or rather the top speed you can hit is only 160 or 165 or 170, something like that, you know? I don't like that. Even if the car really cannot go more than 180 kilometers an hour, just put like 220 or 240 or maybe 600, just so that you get that feel that, whoa, this car means business, you know? This car means business. Check this out. This is another thing I found in the boot. This is actually a steering wheel locking mechanism. So he's a guy who goes to JB to pump petrol. Confirm. Okay, cut. The guy is going to kill me, man. And here's the second problem. Because there is a Euro R version for this Accord, this is how I look at it. You see, if I were to purchase this car, I feel that, you know, after a matter of time, maybe a couple of years, I'll start to get bored with what I have, and then I will start to want to salvage things from the Euro R to put it into my car. And what happens after a certain time, after a certain period, is that you end up driving this crossbreed, hybrid between a family mid-size sedan and a performance car. So I'll probably lose my comfort. I'll probably not be as powerful as a Euro R. I'll be neither here nor there, and I'll be lost. That is actually a problem. Okay, think of it this way, alright? Because other cars in its class, other cars that are similar to this, like a Camry or a, I don't know, or a 2-liter Safiro, there is no 2-liter Camry version R. So I don't feel that there will ever be a time where I'll think, hey, look, you know what? I need to change to a twin exhaust. But if there was a Camry version R, you know, then you're gonna want to steal parts. Then you're gonna want to, you know, take in all these funny performance parts and dump it into your Camry. I hope you get my point. You see, whenever there is a sportier version of a car that you are driving, especially for me being a car enthusiast, I think that it's a matter of time that I will want to cross over, and then, you know, I'll be stuck in between. If I were to be driving a car, and if there's a performance version of the same car that I'm driving, then that's the car that I would want. This, I think, is a problem. Alright guys, it's time for us to rate the 7th generation Honda Accord CL7A. So is it going to be a buy, a don't buy, or an I don't know? Now personally, I actually love the look of this car, and for me, it's a buy. And that's it for the capsule of the Accord CL7A. What do you think? I'm sure there are many CL7A owners out there. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Once again, do you think I'm an idiot? Leave your comments in the comments box down south, and of course, don't forget, subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Link for those where it's supposed to be. I'll see you for the next capsule. Adios.